Fight and Talk back again, and today I'm delighted to be joined by Bellator welterweight Bobby Pallett ahead of his bout against Nicolo Solli as part of Friday night's Bellator 270. Bobby, how are things, man?
Yeah, feeling good, man. Ready to go. Almost there now.
I know COVID's affected a lot of people especially athletes like yourself, but I mean, you in particular have not had a bout now since, what was it, May 2019, I think it is. How frustrating has that been for you?
Yeah, it's been annoying, man. It's obviously, there's more important things in the world than me fighting, but it's been 2.5 years, 2 fights falling through on Bellator. It's nice to finally be here and get a chance to show my improvements and announce myself.
I mean, if we go back to the last fight that was cancelled, I believe it was the Justin Bernardson one in Italy. You were out there, you were ready to go, and it was literally at the 11th hour the fight sort of got pulled.
Yeah.
Mentally, how tough was that for you to sort of, because you would have been ready to go, your weight would have been coming off, you would have been part of that weight cut. How tough mentally was it then to go, right, it's not happening, so we're just going to have to go again when the time's right?
Yeah, it was really tough to deal with it first. But Jude gave me the option. Jude Samuel gave me the option. He said, "Do you want to go home or do you want to stay?" And I said, "Well, can I stay? Can I make weight? And if anyone else drops out, I can fluctuate my weight up and down, and I'll step in last minute." So he said, "Yeah, cool, do that then." But obviously nothing came out of it. But I showed that I was game and I was ready to step up and fight anyone. So hopefully that went down well.
How much have you then had to take this time to sort of, I guess, focus on yourself and focus on your own game when you've not had an opponent, but obviously you've still been in the gym, 5-6 days a week? How much have you spent the last, like you say, 2 years developing your own game and becoming the best mixed martial artist you can be?
I've just been working every area of the game, mate. Smashing the strength and conditioning with my coach, Paul Reed, working my ground game with Conor Martin, working my striking with Sean Martin, training with all the boys at HAMMA. I mean, honestly, I look back at my last fight and I just think I would absolutely smoke that version of me now. I would absolutely smoke him. So if any of my future opponents are watching, well, if Solly's been watching my last fight with Ben Bennett and thinking I'm the same guy, he's in for a shock because I'm just a different animal, especially physically now as well. I'm starting to grow into my body because I've only actually had 7 fights at welterweight. Before that, I think I'd had 9 or 10 at lightweight. So I was still growing into my body at this weight class. So I just feel great now.
You mentioned HAMMA there. I know when any of the HAMMA lads fight, the camaraderie is very clear. Saying, Conor Hignett's out there. Both my father and son are there. And of course, Ashley Reese is fighting on the card as well. How nice is that for you to have that gym atmosphere in and around you during the fight week?
Yeah, it's been great, mate. It's been good. There's how many of us are there out here? I think there's like 8 of us out here at the minute because we've got another lad on the card, Charlie Milner, who stepped in for Rob Beach, who pulled out because of a brain scan. He had to pull out, and he's obviously HAMMA. So Charlie took the fight, and he's hanging around with us guys. So there's 8 of us, and it's just nice to have. We're all on the same wavelength. We have a good laugh, good banter, good training, just enjoying ourselves, enjoying the process, and then we're all ready to go Friday. It's going to be good, man.
I know you do quite a bit of coaching yourself as well. How much has that added, or what has that added, I guess, to your game as an athlete, coaching others as well?
To be honest, it takes up a lot of my time, but I think it's made me a much better fighter because it makes me break down the technique a lot more. So just from me coaching sessions, doing one-to-ones and teaching classes, I feel like it's made my technique a lot better, to be honest.
Well, if we look ahead now then to Friday night, Nicolo Solli, how much tape have you watched on him? What do you make of him? And yeah, what sort of fight do you expect him to be bringing?
Yeah, I've watched all his fights that are on YouTube. I think he's well-rounded. I don't think he stands out anywhere. I don't look like my last fight. I fought a grappling specialist who wins comps left, right, and centre, and he's a high-level brown belt. So I had a game plan for that fight. But with this fight, he's well-rounded. I'm well-rounded. But without being big-headed, I just think I'm better in every area, and I think I'm going to be bigger and stronger than him because it's his first fight at welterweight. I don't know how big he's going to come in. I don't know if he's going to mess up his weight cut. I mean, to be honest, I'm just focused on myself. It doesn't matter what he does. I've had a great camp with a great team. I'm mentally prepared. I'm physically prepared, and I just know I'm going to dominate this fight in every way.
It seems crazy that it's been so long, but this is actually your first Bellator fight, the first time you'll be making the walk to that Bellator cage. How excited are you to be doing it?
Yeah, so excited, mate. I can't wait. It's been a long time coming. I feel like I'm definitely good enough to be fighting at this level and making a run in Bellator, and I'm just chuffed to be finally doing it. and Dublin, the Dublin crowd. I mean, obviously Solly fights out of SBG. He's not Irish, but he fights out of SBG. But I've got plenty of family in Ireland, so they're going to be making some noise for me in the crowd for sure.
I was just going to ask you about that, actually, of course, with Solly fighting out of SBG and it being, I guess, a home show for him. What sort of are you expecting from the crowd?
Who knows? I don't know. Maybe some boos, maybe some cheers. I don't know. I mean, I've sold a few tickets, so I've got a fair few coming over to watch me, and obviously Ashley Reese has sold a few too. So we'll have some noise in the crowd, and I've got family in Dublin and Limerick, so they'll be coming to the fight. So I'll have some support, but I've got great support from the Welsh nation. I'll be walking out with a Welsh flag. So
yeah, you're a very proud Welshman, and I mean, you look at yourself, Liu Long, Brett Johns in Bellator. And then in the UFC, the likes of Jack Shaw and Elliott at Cage Warriors. How good is Welsh MMA right now?
Yeah, I think it's doing great. We've got so many good fighters coming out of Wales, and I think they're just going to keep coming. To be honest, like you said, Bellator, UFC, Cage Warriors, loads of Welsh lads taking over now. It'd be nice to get actually Bellator, Wales, Swansea or Cardiff. That'd be class, because I think we've got enough good fighters to fill the card. And the likes of Brett and Lou, who have got a big fan base down there, I'm sure they'd sell hell of a lot of tickets. So probably be a sellout.
I'm sure Brett and Lou would be bang up for that as well. Finally, then, Bobby, for people who I guess haven't seen you, let's say new fans of the sport, what can they expect from this Bobby Pallett performance? And can I get a prediction off you for Friday night, please?
I think you can just expect a good fight. I'm always bringing it. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be exciting. I don't look to stall. I always look to do damage. I either look for a knockout or a submission, and I'm coming here to get a finish, and I feel like I'm going to get one. Stood up or on the ground, either way, don't mind how it comes. I'll take either, but I know I'm going to get a finish, and I'm definitely going to get my hand raised. So.
Perfect. Yeah. Bobby, I guess just before you go then as well, obviously you have been quite inactive through no fault of your own. How active will you be looking to be? Let's say Bellator have got a card February next year. I'm guessing you want to be straight back on that and get some momentum.
Yeah. That's literally what I was saying to the boys before. I'd love to get back in there February, March, whenever the next European show is. I would like to fight 3 or 4 times next year, maybe even 5. I mean, it depends how many. It depends if they do Bellator Europe shows 3-4 times a year, or even America. I'm game to fight. I'm always in shape. I'm always ready. I'm rarely injured. So if they give me the call, I'll fight.
Perfect. Bobby, thank you very much for your time and all the best come Friday night.
Thanks for the interview, mate. Have a good day.